Chad Cox, Colorado State House District 45.
I am Chad Cox. I'm running for state representative in HD 45, which is right here in Castle Rock. I have the Pinery up in Parker and Pradera. So I hope that I have a lot of voters here because I'm going to need you to turn out. All right? I am a father of 5. That's 5, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're stopping at 5. We're done. No more. I am former Navy. I'm a nurse, full-time nurse. I've 15 years nurse. And I still work full-time. I volunteer at my kids' school. I sit on the board on their chair, as the chair of their SAC, and I recently started sitting on the District Accountability Committee, so I'm holding our district accountable. So with all my remaining free time, I decided that I should run for House Representative and make some positive change. And that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna have real tangible change. And I'm not talking about a false narrative that you've heard from all the other Republicans. It's the same story, whether they're coming from New Jersey, all the way to California, down to Texas, and back up to South or North Dakota. They have the same message. The message is of fear, of hate, of anger, of we're a failing nation, how horrible we are. How do they get people to show up to vote for them? I tell you exactly how they do it. Because they're scaring the hell out of their voters. And fear drives very well to the ballot box. So when I look out in this audience, what I don't see is fear. What I don't see is anger. And what I don't want to see is hatred. Because we're a party, while we have vastly different ideas, we all have very similar values. And so you're going to hear a similar message from candidate to candidate to candidate. And I'm not going to bore you with what I have on my campaign platform. You guys are all products of public education, so I know you can read. And I have that on my lit. I have it on my website. What I want to do is drive you to the polls. I'm a huge believer in democracy and maintaining that democracy. And I've always said that I don't care who you vote for. I don't care if they have an R behind their name, if they have a D behind their name, if you're white, if you're black, if you're brown, or if you just happen to be a little green man that's evading our Space Force and is hiding out in human skin. Go to the ballot box and vote. But what you need to vote for is the value of the person, not the letter behind their name. So read all of our values. And you're gonna find that they match yours because we're all humans and we should all have the same values. And what makes us all the same as Democrats is Democrats are the party that wants to lift up our community. We wanna give voice to those that don't have it. We want to bring positive change to a community that's seeking it. We don't want to lead by fear. Anybody can lead by fear. That's easy. That's so easy to do. That's what the lazy person does. We're not lazy. We're hardworking. We're working class candidates. I'm working a full-time job and then I go home and I make buttons. I make campaign envelopes. I print them out and I stick them out. There's TikToks all about it. You can go and see how hard we work. In fact, I've worked so hard with these guys lately that I've seen less and less of my kids, and I'm actually starting to enjoy them a little bit more because they behave better, except for Angela. So, what I want from you guys is a couple things. First, I want you to show up and vote. No matter how weary you are, you get the ballot in your mail, I want you to fill it out first day you get it and return it. Return it with excitement. You're excited for this positive change because we're gonna do it. We're gonna change it. The other thing is I want you to bring a friend. So reach out and find somebody that maybe doesn't know Chad, maybe doesn't know Alyssa, doesn't know Bob, doesn't know Angela. I don't know how they don't know Angela. She's been everywhere. But bring them to the polls. Bring them over to your house over coffee and help them fill out their ballot. Help answer their questions. Make sure they don't fall victim to that false narrative, to the ugly hatred that's leading our country right now. We need to not be a country of fear, anger, and hate, because without those three things in our lives, we can be so, so much better. I also have to, because I'm getting a signal from my campaign coordinator, she also said that remember to vote for my ideas and not my dancing moves. That's important. But we're also this is a time that can be fun. So figure out a fun way to get people to the ballot box. Figure out a fun way to invite your friends, your family over and do a ballot filling out party. I don't know, I'm making this up as I go because it can be done that way, right? And last but not least, before you leave tonight, make sure that you leave a check or scan one of our QR codes to donate us some money. Even $5 makes a huge difference on a campaign on whether or not we can win or lose. I say this with all honesty. I came into this race with no name recognition. I don't even have a speeding ticket in Colorado anyway. But I had over 6,000 people show up and vote for me in the primary. So if those 6,000 people showed up with $5, this race would be in the bag. We'd be done, right? But we have opponents that are making big money, and it's not coming from local voters. It's coming from big money names because they're scared. They're scared of losing. And you guys are the reason why, because they know that we're driven, we're ready for change, we're done with the same old BS, like Alyssa said, and we want positive change, and we're gonna do it. So let's get up. You guys have all the power in the palm of your hand and the ink in your pen to make thoughtful change, and it's coming up in 60 days. You don't even have to wait that long for it. 60 days, and you have the ability to shape our future into the positive change that we wanna see. So please take this energy, rebuild it back up, and take it out to our communities through volunteering, through campaign canvassing, through postcard writing, through donations, and maybe even through some donations. Because we need it. I say it, I emphasize it because it's true. Thank you guys so much for coming out tonight.
Let's go, Douglas County. Get involved. Let's do this thing.